I've got some ideas about that question. Tell us about yourself, Kyin. Give us a little bit of idea about Kyin Howard.
I just like to have fun, pretty much. I feel like I'm not scared to hit nobody, so I guess I'm a hard-nosed tackler.
What position do you play? Linebacker?
Yeah, running back and linebacker.
So running back some too?
Yes, sir.
More like a fullback or a regular tailback type running back?
More fullback. I mean, I run the ball, but not a lot. I'd rather block.
What about the linebacker position? What do you like about playing linebacker? You kind of define yourself as a linebacker for us.
It is. I used to play DN, so it's not really different, but I just have to have more keys to read, and I just.
Which do you like better, the defensive end spot or the linebacker spot?
I like linebacker more, but I don't have a problem playing DN.
I tell you, the defensive end seems like as a linebacker, you maybe get a little more freedom to roam, get around, move more movement.
Yeah.
Defensive end, you got that read up on that line there. You got to make a play. Play goes by you. You pretty much plays on down the field. Linebacker, you may be running the play down from anywhere.
Yeah, I get to roam around.
Do you play in the middle or play on the outside?
I'm an inside backer. I'm a will.
A little bit of both, then.
Yeah.
Kyin Howard with us. Tell us about your thoughts about these. How'd you guys get to be 3-0? What made you guys a 3-0 team?
I'd say discipline, and when we was down, we never gave up. We just kept pushing through it.
Were you kind of surprised at all? You guys go 3-0 to start the year. I mean, Eastern Guilford, here you guys 3-0. Could be 4-0 if you win tomorrow night. Yeah. Very good start. That surprised you at all?
No, I wasn't surprised. I feel like this is our year, and we were ready to play, even against Southeast.
What got you guys ready, you think? I know it had to be a lot of all-season work, a lot of training to get those arms ready to go. Because you're getting close to Nigel Peel size. Nigel was here last week from Dudley. You've heard of Nigel Peel, I'm sure, from Dudley. Getting close to that Nigel Peel size, that bicep. But what got you guys ready for this year to be where you are?
It's just a lot of practicing, trying to stay focused, discipline, and get better every day.
What were some things you improved on as far as your all-season workouts go this past summer?
I got better at learning my keys and staying more healthy so I avoid injury.
Did you spend more time hitting the weights, more time in the conditioning part? Which did you do more of, you think?
I did more conditioning and stretching more.
I tell you, that is important because if you don't do if you do the weight training, you better do the stretching too.
Yeah.
Or you could kind of in a situation you ain't got that flexibility, you need to keep moving around out there in that field.
Yeah.
Intercepted any passes this year? Came close?
Yeah, I almost had one. I don't know how I dropped it. But
you wish you could get that one back, right?
Yeah, I got to get another one.
Once you get that interception, can you see yourself going all the way, taking that thing back to the house?
Got to.
And when you get that opportunity, you got to make the most of it. I'm sure you got to. How do you go about beating Northeast tomorrow night? What's going to be it for you guys to allow you to beat Northeast and get that win against the Rams?
Staying disciplined and playing with class, pretty much. That'd be one. Because we start having problems, everybody break down.
Don't want to start riding that teammate harder. You don't want that guy on your back. You don't want your teammate on your back. You're busting your tail, doing the best you can.
Yeah.
You got to keep that team together out there. Stay focused, like you say, and a good team effort. Would it be bigger for you to beat Northeast or to beat Northern Guilford?
Probably Northeast.
Northeast.
But I want both.
Yeah, you want both, but you got, again, like we said with Dominique, got to get that first game.
Yeah.
But now you can taste that Northern Guilford game. And that's at home this year too, right?
No, it's away.
Is it
Northern's home.
That's what I thought. The Northeast away tomorrow night, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Northeast away, the Northern at home later in the year. And I remember you were on that team, a couple of years ago when you guys had them down by the goal line and C.J. Freeman scored that touchdown. You were that team back then?
I wasn't playing. I was hurt.
You were injured that game. If you'd have been in that game, you guys would have won. You would have been. And I tell you, Moorhead had a great return on that kickoff, though. Moorhead. Yeah. That guy's a talent, right?
Yeah.
You guys still keep up with your old man, Mr. Moorhead, down at NC State?
I already talked to him. I saw him, I think, last year or one of the games, but I don't really speak to him like that.
Do you kind of look at a guy like him or other players that were on your teams, those guys going to college and do well? That's kind of the same thing you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Where are you looking at? Any kind of colleges in particular? Any schools you're talking to or thinking about?
Personally, I don't really care where I go as long as I can
Anybody
play
anybody knocking on your door saying you might want to come join us one day?
Yeah, I got a couple schools looking at me. I got Charleston Southern, Western Carolina, Townsend. That's just some of them.
Western Carolina's not bad.
Yeah, I went to a game last week and they did.
Who did they play last week? I know the first game they played. Gardner Webb. They beat Gardner Webb, didn't they?
I went to that one.
And they got beat the week before, Eastern Carolina.
Yeah.
That was kind of a tough loss there. But Western Carolina's picked up some local kids too around here. And plus, back in the day, talking to Earl Bates, who's the coach, I guess now at Southern, who was at Moorhead, who played at Eastern back in the day for Coach, who was here tonight, played for Coach Grayson. But a lot of guys have gone out of Eastern and Western Carolina, had some good success over the years.
Yeah.
Might be a stop for Mr. Kyin Howard. Let me ask you this. What do you like about your school, Eastern Guilford? What makes this a good school, good fit for you?
Eastern, it's I feel like I'm real cool with a lot of people, so I don't really have a problem getting along with different people and just talking to anybody. So I feel like we had an atmosphere just being a family, pretty much.
Like a home almost, being home with the family.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of this football stadium down there?
Ours?
Yeah.
Tommy Grayson.
2 for 2. Doing good like that. Got to keep that in mind. Your favorite class this year and the favorite teacher that goes with it?
Weight training.
Weight training. Who teaches that?
Coach Rob.
He's the big man then. Teacher what do you, I mean, you probably make an A in that class, I'm sure. You got to. I mean, anything new you've learned in weight training this fall, maybe? Because sometimes, even though a class like that you know everything about, you can still pick up a new thing here or there sometimes.
I got better at technique. Like hang cleans, I got a lot better at getting lower in the front squat part.
Kind of squat more?
Yeah.
Legs are getting bigger and stronger too then?
Yeah.
Arms already strong. How much do you bench? I bet you bench about 350.
Now mine dropped. It was 335, but we just started benching again, and mine's 315 now.
So building it back up some.
Yes, sir.
I guess during the off season it'd be more, and when you get in the regular season back in practice, it kind of goes down because you're not lifting quite as much.
Yes, sir.
And the 315 can work with now. How many times can you max that? Is that the max, or can you?
Yeah, that was my max. I could rep 225 a couple of times.
225. Can you do it 8 times?
I went to a camp one time. I got it 14, I think.
14 times, 225, not bad at all. I mean, that's what they're looking for, those camps. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Got to be. Tell us about Coach Robertson. What makes him a good football coach and a good team leader, and how does the coach challenge you guys? In what way?
He loves football. Like, I'm pretty sure there's no competing against him about loving
He
football.
probably loves that game as much as anybody around.
Yeah, he'll get on you on anything. Like, you walking, he gonna get on you.
Walking instead of running.
Yeah, he wants to win. He wants to win bad.
In what ways does he challenge you think?
Since I gotta be a leader, I put more on my shoulder. I gotta be more vocal. I gotta keep the defense in line. I gotta keep everybody head
Would you be
together.
kind of like the defensive captain, I guess?
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta call the plays and strength and stuff.
Now, you call the plays. Who sends those plays in from the sideline? How do you get those plays?
Coach Martis, he just tells me a number and I read off the armband.
Got a little band on the arm?
Yes, sir.
One of those armbands are getting big in football. Everything's on that armband right now. Offense, defense, and everything getting covered there. What's your favorite college football team? We talked about college already a little bit. What's your favorite college football team? Out of all those big and small colleges out there. Got a favorite?
I don't really have one. I mean, I really like how I like how App play.
To watch App or try to maybe keep up App in Miami Saturday. That's going to be a big one.
I gotta watch that one. I want to see how they play.
Be a big one. I know if App's got a chance. If they can play Tennessee like they played Tennessee, they should have a chance against Miami too. Big competition there. How about for yourself at night? Do you watch more TV or you do more things on your computer or on your phone? What do you more?
I don't watch TV.
No TV time.
I either am doing homework or I'm watching film all the time.
Watching that huddle film.
Yeah, I'd rather not watch TV.
How much time do you, I mean, this is a good academic, how much time do you spend on homework these days? I mean, back in the day, the kids that had to go home, even if they weren't doing homework, the parent would say, you stay in that room 2 hours, you open that book up, you just keep thinking about homework for 2 hours. How much time do you spend on that these days?
I mean, this year I don't really have that many classes. I didn't need 3 classes to graduate, so I usually just finish my homework and study. But last year I had like AP classes, so I was up a lot.
A senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
And only a few classes. Will you be able to finish things up by the end of this semester, finish up in December, or do you go ahead and go the spring semester too?
I'm staying the whole time.
Well, it is spring. If you've got so many classes already out of the way and you're pretty well ahead, pretty good shape, what do you take this spring then? What kind of classes will you take? Any idea?
I'm just taking math, personal finance, and I think a college writing class.
College what class?
A college writing class.
Get a little writing done. These day and time, you probably don't do as much writing as you do maybe on that computer too, right?
Yeah.
You still write some papers and turn in written papers? You guys do most everything on the computer these days?
Mostly on the computer.
Gotcha. Got to type it up, then hit the final process. Print. A lot of print this day and time. Got to know how to use that computer pretty well. I know this day and time for sure.
Yes, sir.
How about the pro football team you'd be watching on Sunday? Who do you watch there?
I like the Cardinals.
Watching the Cardinals.
I love the defense.
Any particular players you know of in the defense, guys you follow? Just the defense as a whole.
The defense as a whole.
That's a winning team, very strong team, Cardinals. Maybe a chance to head back toward the Super Bowl this year. After Election Day in November, who's going to win that governor's race? Is it going to be the Attorney General Roy Cooper, who see his ads on TV all the time, we watch some TV, or the current governor, Pat McCrory, as he stay in office?
really keep up on that.
If you had to flip a coin, you got the guy McCory from Jamestown, you got the guy Cooper from, I think, the eastern part of the state. Any favorite at all maybe in that race?
Maybe the first one.
All right, we'll go with Cooper. How about the final one tonight for Mr. Kyin Howard is going to be the bomb.com question. And I hope I'm hitting some right territory. Did you attend the VTO this past summer?
Yes, sir.
All right, I thought I was halfway right there. So for your bomb.com question, to get that complimentary pass to the Woods of Terror, $28 value, by the way. Take me back to that. I'm right about the VTO. I was tracking some of those players. The VTO in Charlotte. How did that camp go? What did you guys do at that camp? Give me some VTO background, because you were named on one of the sheets I read. You were named the top linebacker in that doggone stinking camp.
Yeah, I was in top 5.
Yeah, top linebacker or top lineman?
Top linebacker.
Okay, tell me about that. What happened at that VTO?
We had a whole bunch of one-on-one drills. We did the one against the running back, still trying to block it. We had to do pass rush. Then the other ones to do man and do running the routes and stuff. Then we had a whole bunch of other drills and calling plays and stuff. Then we did the 7-on-7s, and I had to call the strengths and stuff.
Were they filming most of that? Were they videoing that action?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. Who ran the VTO? Who were the guys in charge of it? You remember those guys? Where they were from?
I couldn't tell you.
Now, I'm kind of curious, and I thought it was kind of neat what you guys did there, because there was a guy over at Northern, I think the Frazier kid, their running back, he was named the top running back in one of those VTOs, either the one in Charlotte, the one in Durham. But what kind? Do they charge a fee to go to those camps? You just got to pay a fee going in, I would think. Or is it an invite?
I don't know. I think it was like $50.
That's not bad at all. And when you come out of there, do they send the information that they accumulate on you guys, get the numbers down from the 7-on-7s and the run-in and the jump-in and all? Do they send that to colleges? Do colleges get to see what you guys did?
We didn't do anything yet. We didn't do like the...
Didn't do the combine drills?
No, we didn't do that.
Just other stuff?
Yeah, we just did like drills and stuff. That was pretty much it. I think we did like some circuit thing, so it was like... I guess it was a test of conditioning to see what's in shape and stuff.
How'd you get connected with those guys? They contact you, contact them?
My coach Sensley, he told me about it. He said he was coaching, or he was working it too. So he told us to come down there.
That's good stuff. I just was curious about that, because I remember seeing it in there. There you go, to the Woods of Terror, $28 value, and it cranks up. And if you guys get ready to play Northern right around that time, maybe go to the Woods of Terror the night before and go take it out on Northern Guilford that next night. Maybe go Thursday and come back Friday and wear those guys out.
Thank you.
Good job. Appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Kyin Howard at Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday. We got